What's up, everybody, and how you're doing again? I'm gonna be breaking down your one fight night 40 card for you. Jackie Buntan versus Stella Hemetsberger #2. For our first bout, we're gonna have a flyweight Muay Thai bout between Black Panther and Diego Paez. Our prediction here is gonna be Black Panther. I've got him as mid safe. He's possibly a lock on this card. I think that he could well be a lock. Um, He's beaten. He beat. He beat. Was it Jordan or it was Johannes Stupinan that he beat last time out when he fought, and then he fought. He's fought a couple other people. He lost to Tagir Khalilov, which is what makes me scared a little bit for him because I don't believe Tagir is that great. But Tagir's went. Wait, was it 5 rounds that he went with a Rod Tang? Let me check this real quick. I think it was 5. Yeah, no, 3 rounds that he went on a split decision with Rod Tang apparently, but I don't know about split.
Yeah, he was type of fighter. Maybe he's fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, he's fallen off a bit. Yeah,
but maybe he caught him in a good moment.
He caught him. I'm pretty sure with a liver shot. I think it was a liver shot. Let's check that real quick. Yes, it was a. Hold on. Yeah, body shots. It wasn't a liver shot. It was body shots. Either way, he beat Tagir. Sorry, he lost to Tagir Khalilov. But he beat men like Suryanlek, Mohamed Sadeghi. I don't actually. He's not around M1 anymore. I don't believe. But he beat Ali Soldayev as well, which ain't that bad. And he beat him pretty quickly as well, which is the good thing. The thing about Black Panther is he's one of them Thai fighters that when he hits you, he causes pain. He hits with a lot of power as well, and it's all about when he finally catches you as well. Like he is quite skilled. Don't get it wrong. I think we took Johan over him, which was a mistake of ours. Black Panther was meant to be the late notice, but I knew there was going to be a lot of risks involved in that fight, and I knew Black Panther was probably the more durable man in that matchup too. And well, turns out he's a more proven man as well. I just thought Johan at the time was I had a little. It wasn't biased, but Johan had won for us before multiple times, and as well. And I thought Johan could possibly win as the sharper fighter, but even though he was technically the sharper fighter, he lost because the Black Panther's just tougher, and when he hits like a truck. I expect Black Panther to win this matchup with Diego Paez, because Diego Paez lost to what was it? What the hell is he? He lost to Sean Climaco, that's it, and he beat Johan Ghazali. We did say Johan Ghazali is a bit fraudulent, and he lost a split decision. The Sean Climaco won a split decision with Johan Ghazali, and Johan Estupinan beat Sean Climaco when them two fought, and he also beat Johan Ghazali. So he basically, Black Panther beat a guy that beat Diego Paez. So. Yeah, that is right. Yeah. Okay. And
it's just that these guys also seem like they're in their own circle. Like Diego Paez and Johannes Stupinan are both Colombian. Like they've got some good fights and some good talent. Like even Johannes Stupinan with his striking, but Black Panther's just got that toughness that just knocked him out quickly because their toughness level is just different. With this Black Panther guy.
Exactly. Black Panther's he's not the shadow of their weight class, but he's a tough fucking bastard too. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, he got dropped by Suryanlek, but he did drop Suryanlek one time and ended up winning that fight. He dropped Suryanlek first.
Yeah. Being Suryanlek in a unanimous decision just shows you how tough he is. That's just
the
highest level of toughness.
He is a really durable, good fighter. So I think that
he should be.
Yeah, I think that he should be a lock here. I'm not too sure if I call him a lock, but I'm gonna take him in a lot of damn bets. So yeah. For bout 2, we have an atomweight MMA fight between Jihin Radzuan and Gabriela Fujimoto. Our prediction here is going to be Gabriela Fujimoto, but it's it could be a lot closer than the odds say. The odds right now on Gabriela are 1.2 or 1.25 right now. I don't think that she is worth the odds. I think that it's actually worth skipping this matchup because I'm not going to advise anyone to bet on Jihin. It's not worth it. She's got a 9-4 record. Gabriela has a 7-0 record. But Gabriela is the... I would say she's the more well-rounded fighter, I would say. On the ground, she can ground and pound people. She can actually take down most of the opponents that she's fought. She has the cardio for 3 5-minute rounds, but her output might actually not be higher than Jihin Radzuan's, which could be a big issue here. Gabriela has sharp strikes, don't get it wrong. She can be a sniper. She's got a good teep kick that she uses to the body well. But yeah, I don't really trust her. She's a bit green still. She makes mistakes, and for a girl that makes mistakes, yeah, coming from the LFA, we saw what happened to the last LFA fighter that we took. Sorry, that we didn't take him. Sorry, what am I talking about? We bet against him. And yeah, Carlo Bamina and
it was Marcus Aurelio.
Yeah, we wrote skip or dog there, yeah, but we took small bets on Carlo, and yeah, Carlo ended up winning.
Yeah, and yeah, like you say, she could be green coming into this or kind of fresh. Who knows how she's going to look in her first fight in one. The same thing. Carlo Bamina Ang versus Marcus Aurelio. Marcus Aurelio coming in from LFA. You think maybe their MMA level would be better than one's MMA, but sometimes it's not exactly. This other girl, although some of her record on one is questionable, she's fought a lot in one championship, so she could.
Yeah, her whole career, she's born like Carlo practically into fighting that. She's a one.
Over 12 fights in.
She's a product of one basically. That's what she is. So, and she could win this, she could lose this. We don't really know. It's a bit of a risk, isn't it? It's a bit too risky for the odds. We would advise staying away from it because
probably avoid this fight.
Yeah, probably avoid it. But if you do want to bet, because there are gambling degenerates out there like me and myself and I'm gonna put a small stake on Gabriela, but I'm not gonna bet much. She's just a parlay booster for a one parlay that's just there or some shit like that, man. I don't even know, man. If I'm watching the event, if I get bored, I just want to put a bit of money on a fight. I don't want to waste 15 minutes of my life without a bit of entertainment and my money on the line. And after all of that, then I'll bet on Gabriela. But apart from that, I wouldn't bother betting here. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, like even with the research, you don't know how she could come into this.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know how, because they're not
one MMA,
high level.
Yeah,
exactly.
One MMA level.
Exactly.
Many examples we've seen them applying good pressure on the research, like being good fighters, and then they just come here and they look completely different. So,
yeah, exactly, man. And
she's 22 as well.
I'm not gonna lie though.
She does look better though.
They're in the what's it called? They're in a cage, yeah, not in a ring. So Gabriela's range and height advantage she'll have more room to utilize it, because she's like, if you really do apply pressure on her against the wall or whatever, she'll start running around the cage to get just to basically buy room and time, and then she gets back into her state. But she needs distance. She needs to be able to apply her room on the feet. Like, she's not the greatest on the feet, so I don't really trust Gabriela, but we're taking her on to the next. I don't like to talk about submission grappling anymore, man. Like,
submission grappling is too dangerous.
It really is too dangerous. One man, like, all right, cool. Fabricio Andre should be the pick. Like, he's the more accoladed submission grappler. But you know how my submission grappling picks go. When I get robbed, and when I pick, sometimes it's just, it is what it is. I don't really like submission grappling too much. Fabricio Andre should be the pick.
He's minus 400 right now, more or less. So. Yeah,
he should be the pick. Yeah, if you want to take him, do it. If you want to skip it, I understand. Cool. On to Lucas Gabriel. All right, Lucas Gabriel. Sorry, for bout 4, we have a lightweight MMA bout between Lucas Gabriel and Magomed Akayev. Before we get into this bout, we have to warn you that Lucas Gabriel, this fight with Magomed Akayev, he has been booked 3 or 4 or 5 times now, and it's been cancelled many times. And the first time it was ever booked, Lucas Gabriel's odds were 3.5 times. He was a underdog at 3.5 times. And now, all the way to now, he has now turned to somehow a 1.83. I think he's a betting favourite. And, well, if that doesn't scare you, it should. You know what I mean? That you can never trust a money line like that. And, Akayev has the skills to win this. He could take down and hold Lucas Gabriel for the match, but Lucas Gabriel can fight 3 5-minute rounds, and he gets when the fight gets dirtier and well, when it gets gritty, yeah, he starts to win a lot more. He starts to take over his matchups, and against people who wrestle him and take him down, he seems to be able to get back up and then actually counter wrestle them. Yeah, get underhooks on them so they can't really take him down, or it's harder to take him down. And then when they start steaming out, he seems to be able to over encumber them basically, and just push through. He has more heart than most of his opponents. I think he has more heart than Lucas Gabriel. Sorry, than Magomed Ankalaev, because I mean, if you watch the Magomed Ankalaev fight with Ibrahim Douayev, yeah, we watched it live, but we can't find the footage on it anymore. Magomed Ankalaev looked horrendous. He was undefeated at the time, 8-0. Went in to fight Ibrahim Douayev, yeah, and he lost incredibly bad. I think he was a favorite as well. I think he was a 1.68 favorite. Yeah, he lost pretty fucking badly, and he just I think it was that he couldn't get the takedown anymore, and he started steaming himself out really, and that's from what memory serves. But like if that's how he's gonna fight against Lucas Gabriel, and he can't hold it down for 3 5-minute rounds, yeah, Lucas Gabriel's gonna find you eventually. He's a good striker despite his BJJ background, and he's relentless is the thing about him. Like Lucas Gabriel, I understand why he went from 3.5 times underdog here to 1.8. I understand it. It's kind of like the bookies caught onto what was going on.
Yeah, maybe he turned to a favourite for a reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, we know that he's good in the scrap, like you say. When the fight gets dirty, he just gets it done somehow. Like he ends up on top or just starts punching the man.
Exactly, and he's got good takedowns too. He actually has quite good takedowns too. He
relentless ones.
Yeah, exactly. He'll pick you up and slam you on the floor, yeah, and just get on top of you and just start ground and pounding.
Decent ground game as well. The Ankalaev guy, if he does steam out, it's a big problem. If you do steam out, you're gonna lose to Lucas Gabriel. Who just lawnmower, like just keep going forward.
Exactly.
And just drain the rest of the energy out of you. So
Lucas Gabriel could even get a rear naked choke or a submission for himself. Like remember when you got that triangle choke? I'm not talking about a fucking what is it called? You know, like when your back's on the ground, yeah, like you get a triangle off the floor. I'm not talking about one of those. I'm talking about he actually got arm triangle choke with against one of his Russian opponents, and he really ain't bad, but the Russian opponent steamed out.
Gadzimurad Amirezanov
arm triangle choke. Yeah, he the opponent did start steaming out a bit, and he started to not be able to get a takedown as much later. But even then, he was getting some takedowns still, and he was doing well. And yeah, Lucas Gabriel just pulled through and won that fight. Lucas Gabriel he's got that dog inside of him to win this matchup, and I think that he can. I was gonna take him weeks ago. I mentioned him in many other cancelled videos. Yeah, many other videos. Yeah, when his fight just got cancelled like 3 or 4 times. Yeah, all I'm gonna say is I think he turned to a favor for a reason. I'm gonna be taking him in this matchup. I don't know if he wins. I am not confident. Matter of fact, I was actually more confident when he was a 3.5 underdog than I am now. You know, now that he's a favorite. But yeah, we're gonna see how it turns out. All right, for bout 5, we have a lightweight MMA bout between Adrian Lee and Shozo Isojima. Adrian Lee is going to be our prediction, and he is the brother of Christian Lee, who we bet on as an underdog to beat Alibek Rasulov both times that they fought. And guess what? You know, I mean, lovely. Yeah, that was a beautiful day. That was
safe
a beautiful
underdog.
day.
Anyway, we got his brother here, his younger brother, as a favorite now.
And yeah, he's 1.33. His records, as stated on some apps, say 3-1. I'm not sure if that's true.
Probably just been one.
Yeah, but either way, the opponent he's fighting is named Shozo Isojima, and he is 6-1. His only loss being to Tairo Tolo. I think both men's only losses, if they were both undefeated at the time, being to Tairo Tolo.
One got subbed in round 1 and one got subbed in round 2.
Adrian Lee got subbed in round 2 and actually he had a better fight, I'd say. He looked better when they both fought Tairo Tolo, and well, I'd say that Adrian Lee is the better fighter. He looks like a better striker than me, and he actually stood and banged with Ty pretty fucking well. Like he caught Tairo Tolo a lot of times, yeah, and in the wrestling he actually held his own for quite a bit, yeah, but then he obviously he ended up getting submitted. Tairo Tolo was 1.45 for us at the time, and we took him to win. But well, he cleared up Shozo Isojima quicker than he cleared up Adrian Lee, is all I gotta say. And I think that Adrian Lee, personally, when watching them both fight, I really think that Adrian Lee is the better fighter. I know Shozo holds he holds some risk, but I don't think that he has the conditioning or the durability or the just the heart that Adrian Lee has. Adrian Lee will push through more adversity than a guy like Shozo will, and yeah, for that reason, I've got Adrian Lee to win, and he is my lock on this card. Easy. Why do we do this? Jesus, man. Look. Buntan, versus Ryogo Takuchi for bout 6. This is a heavyweight MMA bout, and Buntan is 1.08 in odds, and yeah, I'm just gonna tell you straight up, yeah, Buntan should never be 1.08, yeah. And well, if you take him at your own risk and for your own benefit or your own, like, if you just want to take it, you take it. Like, yeah, I'm not taking this with a single penny because it's just not worth it. Like, heavyweight MMA, yeah, in 1FC, yeah, at 1.08 odds. If you think I'm taking that, you are out of your mind, yeah. So yes, no, I am not taking Buntan, especially after he lost as a 1.3 favorite against don't even remember the guy's name. Let me check it again real quick. Kirill Grashenko. Kirill Grashenko's not bad though, but yeah, either way, yeah, it doesn't matter if people think that Buntan should just clear Ryogo, which that's what the majority of the world seems to think. They think that he's gonna submit him, but I know Ryogo's pretty shit like everywhere in the striking realm and on the mat, but it doesn't matter. I'm not taking a man at 1.08 after he just lost at 1.3 and he's he's heavyweight MMA and 1. Like I said, just cool. The predictions Buntan and don't take him. Simple as that. Predictions Buntan and don't take him. All right, this is your bout for bout 7. We have a flyweight MMA bout between Danny Kingad and Hugh Young, and my friend will take it away.
So we got Danny Kingad with a record of 15-5 versus Hugh Young with a record of 13-7. Yeah, I know how it sounds. Both records are bad. I mean, it's flyweight MMA in 1. It's never going to be that high level, even though this is the highest level this division has to offer, more or less, under Yuya. So basically, both these men have fought Yuya. Both of them fought Yuya when he was a lower level version of himself, I would say, even though he was still good. They both, Hugh Young lost to him, Danny Kingad beat him in a still close fight, but what I'm trying to get to here is that Danny Kingad recently lost him again. This recently upgraded version of Yuya that we saw on that same event.
Yuya is a lot better than he used to be.
Exactly, on that same event that Christian Lee won for us. Yuya won and got the title. So basically Yuya is just really high level, and the performance that I saw from Danny Kingad versus him recently pretty much impressed me. He had his moments, even though he did get a knee to the head. He got punched a couple times by Yuya. He had his moments too, in 50-50s on side wrestling, couple scrambles. He gets on top, and yeah, he makes some mistakes. Sometimes he looks sloppy, but he's just relentless with the takedowns, man. He's just non-stop takedowns, and in 1, when you get that control. I was also going to compare this fight because of the odds. Danny Kingad is here at 2.5 times versus Hugh Young, and in my opinion, before I researched this fight, I thought it would be much closer. If anything, Danny Kingad, because of these wrestling takedowns,
well, you thought he might be a favourite.
Yeah, probably a slight favourite. But I'm also comparing this fight to the Bokang one last time, where Bokang was a 1.5 favourite versus Ryuhei. Bokang won with some pretty low level wrestling that he was able to pull off. And I mean, we're fine with giving him a decision, even though it was kind of boring and low level. Danny Kingad, man, his wrestling is good, and I've heard even on that Yuya fight, the commentators were talking about him being having trained with Iranian wrestlers and stuff. Like his wrestling has really impressed me, and his heart is also always there. They're both 30 years old, so I don't think either man is out of their prime fully yet.
Danny's like 2 years old. He's like 32. He's not yet. I don't think he's fully out of his prime.
Yeah, no, I don't see it, because as I said, against that Yuya fight, yes, he's been subbed by Adrian Moraes in his recent one. Adrian Moraes is just a guy he can't beat on the ground, and when your whole game is ground game, you're just going to get subbed by Adrian Moraes. That's just how it is. But against Yuya, man, he had his striking moments, couple back and forth between them, and yeah, man, That's all I can say. You got his wrestling off against Yuya, he's going to get his wrestling off against Hu Yong. That's just inevitable. So yeah,
Yeah, that's what I would think
reason.
too. I mean, what was the guy's name again? The one that Danny King got beat and Hugh Young lost to.
Reese McLaren.
Yeah, that's it. Reese
McLaren, he's got kind of 50-50 type game plan. He either strikes with you if you're a better wrestler than him, or he wrestles with you if you're a worse wrestler. That's what he did. He wrestled against Hu Yong. He got out wrestled by Kingad. Again, the one risk here I would say is maybe Hu Yong striking. I've seen a couple clean 1-2s from him. He hasn't been able to get his striking off because they always put him against wrestlers and he constantly gets wrestled. But he did KO Ekaroni Saputra in round 1. And
it was a weird KO though. I even KO'd him, and you showed me the footage again, and I saw it, I mean, Echo was diving for the legs, straight after he got dropped. Like he was holding on, and like he wasn't out of there. There was no way he was out of there. You can't say he was knocked out. You know what I mean? Like
and
he got back up pretty quickly when the referee just separated them and called the fight. Like, it was kind of early, but it was a knockdown though. Don't get it wrong, it was a knockdown.
No, definitely. As I said, he can land clean. And I think maybe that's the reason he's a 1.5 favourite versus Kingad here, because the way he maybe KO'd Ekaroni in the first round and got him out of there.
They think his boxing's better.
Yeah, because Kingad went decision with Ekaroni. And Ekaroni can even hold his own in the wrestling, but he just gassed out because he's a round 1 fighter. Kingad outworked him. He also landed a possible KO shot. I would say a possible KO shot with a spinning back elbow against Carrillo in round 1.
In another world, that would have KO'd
That's what I'm saying.
In another world, that would have KO'd Echo.
Yeah, in another world, they both KO Carrillo in round 1. So I don't really see that being the edge. Hu Yong striking could land, that's the risk. But overall, Kingad's wrestling is he's just gonna counter wrestle him if he does get confident enough to land 1 or 2. And I think he's durable enough to survive a couple shots. So Kingad man by decision, or maybe even sub round 3 if the ground game is not good enough from Hu Yong, but he's constantly fighting these wrestlers. So I really want to see in this fight where his level ends up with the counter wrestling and etc. But Danny Kingad, man, he's just too good at wrestling.
Yeah, I think Danny Kingad is the better wrestler. I at first I was thinking the wolf over the king, but Danny the King Kingad should get this done if he can wrestle Hu Yong. If he can't wrestle him, I don't know how it's going to go, because Hu Yong I'm not sure if he has the better striker or not. It might just be the similar matchup we always see. Yes, better striker versus better wrestler or whatnot. But
yeah, man, I'll accept responsibility for this pick. Obviously, like I said, MMA, even being almost in the rankings of top 5, like Danny Kingad going in and out of the rankings, Hu Yong being right there versus Yuya, this high level flyweight MMA is still somehow has its moments of low level. So, like I said, it's never safe.
Yeah, exactly. Like they'll look low level at moments. Yeah, and I mean, shit. You know how one FC is with robberies at the end of the day too. This could be a robbery scenario where they rob it for the man that they want to win. There's been a lot of promoting Hu Yong. But the truth is, if Danny Kingad was to win this, they can match him up with a man like Yuya Makamatsu again. Yeah, for like their third run of the title. Yeah, their third fight for the title, and they both won once against each other. They can match him up for the third time. That would be a good storyline to make too. And I think we're gonna have to go Danny here, but I am scared. After all, this is one MMA as well. I can never trust the judging system, and we've been seeing a few robberies recently in UFC as well.
That Paramount deal.
Yeah, that Paramount deal kind of made it weird. Like, that Yizar one was a bit iffy. You know what I mean? And who else was it that got robbed, man? Fucking Natalia Silva. We had her too. There is no Eunice. Yeah.
In our favour, at least that time.
And who else was it, man? It was like 3 per card or something like that, man. For the first 2 cards of the year, I don't remember. But
Paramount was moving mad. But let's see.
Some of them were in our favour though. Some of them were in our favour. I will not lie. So I can't complain. Anyways, we will be taking Danny Kingad here. I think. We're just gonna take Danny Kingad here, really. That's it, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Next one. Alright, let's get it, man. Time for Bout 8. We have give me 2 seconds. We have a interim featherweight Muay Thai World Championship bout between Shadow Singha Mawynn and Nico Carrillo. And
man. Big fight here.
This is a big fight,
for the interim featherweight Muay Thai World Championship.
And we gotta go, my boy. We gotta go, my boy Shadow. You know what I mean? And yeah, literally.
And I know there's a
love
lot
Shadow.
of there's a lot of Nico fans out there, and I understand why. Like Nico's a favorite. I can see why, but listen, we're going for our boy Shadow, the underdog. We believe
I don't
in him.
see why. I don't. No, but no,
Yeah,
I can get it. I can get it. Look, Nico Carrillo, he's got a record of 24 wins, or 28 wins. Sorry, yeah, 4 losses. And Shadow has a record of 81 wins, 14 losses. The truth is, I believe in Shadow Singha Mawynn. I've always believed in him. I don't care about the fight. Look, he lost to Liu Man Yang last time he fought, yeah. And
one knockdown.
Yeah, like he got knocked down one time. What can I say? I mean, shit happens in one. You know the rules. In one, you get knocked down one time, you lose. But Shadow was winning that fight every single fucking round, and then just got dropped one time, man. That's all it is. And even against Mamuka, Shadow got dropped twice, yeah. But if he didn't get dropped twice, he probably would have won that fight as well. You know what I mean? Like, Shadow rarely is a fucking dangerous tie. And the one thing about Shadow is, like, I mean, Nico Carrillo's been saying a lot of stuff. He's been saying, like, he's going to win within 2 rounds, this and that. He possibly could, like, but Shadow, it's hard to KO Shadow. I mean, I've seen him get knocked down. I know he's been knocked out before, 1FC. But, I mean, Nico's been knocked out too. Like, we took Nabil at 2.2 odds, yeah. Against Nico Carrillo, yeah, and now Nico Carrillo saying, like, it was because he was dehydrated. He's moving up in weight. Now he's moving up in weight to fight Shadow, and yeah, he's saying it's going to be different this time. He's performed well twice already at this weight, but I don't know if he's going to perform well here against Shadow. Shadow is just, when Shadow hits you, he hits you not to what is it? It's not to brawl with you or nothing like that. He hits you to hurt you. You know what I mean? Like, every leg kick that he throws, yeah, and that's one thing that he's going to use a lot, I believe. Every leg kick that he throws, it hits with impact and it hurts you, it breaks you down, and your legs it slows down your movement over time, especially over 5 rounds. I think Shadow can overwhelm Nico with leg kicks, with pain, and just break down his endurance and his conditioning. Nico's been saying he's going to get Shadow out of there in 2 rounds. And 2 rounds out of a 5-round fight, doing that's not a good plan. That's a really bad plan for a guy like Shadow.
If Shadow survives even after getting knocked down, I can see him like doing just damage in the later round. And as we said before, Nico came up in weight. Don't get me wrong, it's 2 good performances versus 2 good guys, Sidichai and Luke Lasay, KOs, okay? But Shadow's a different breed to these guys. Like, he beat Sidichai, cool. Nico KO'd Sidichai and he didn't, but man, he damaged Sidichai. And that last shot, yeah, you just see the power difference when Shadow throws, man. He hurts people.
Exactly.
And in this weight, this is his natural weight. Don't get me wrong, Nico also looks very good in this weight, but man, Shadow's just like been there against all these guys in this weight, yeah, like just toughed it out, man. He just hurts people. So if it does get past 2 rounds, like you say, man, it's a Shadow takeover in my eyes.
That's what I believe too as well. I mean, I don't think Shadow is going to be the type of guy to get Nico Carrillo out of there 1 or 2 rounds like the building. Only because what's it called? Nico has more weight on him now. He's actually like better at this weight, in my opinion. When he was cutting too much, he was kind of weight bullying too much before. Now
he might see the 3rd round for the first time in a while.
I think he might. And well, if you plan to go into a 5-round fight and you don't get a man out of there in 2 rounds, like you're saying that you're going to get him out of there in 2 rounds, and if you actually go out there and try to get him out of there in 2 rounds and steam out doing it, Shadow's going to break you down as the fight goes on. And I think that Nico Carrillo's conditioning, especially on his legs, yeah, like we saw the flaws there against Nongo. Like, Nongo was butchering his legs, and
yeah, the kicks can be a big part for Shadow. I think people are just looking at the punches. Don't get me wrong. I think Nico's punches are very good, and there's a reason he KOs a lot of these Thai guys high level. But man, Shadow's kicks are just non-stop, and they just constantly damage you. Like, that's what I'm saying. Even in the 2nd round, Nico could be feeling kicks.
Yeah,
he could be feeling it.
And especially if Shadow starts at that pace too, he stays composed, yeah, and he's not going to brawl with Nico, yeah. Like, if he stays composed and plays the game well, yeah, and he just leg kicks Nico, Nico's gonna find it hard to find his entrances on Shadow, especially when you feel the pain from each shot. Like, a lot of fighters that have high output, yeah, like Bampara, a lot of these people, yeah, their output gets slowed down when fighting a guy like Shadow, because, well,
that's true.
Yeah, you see what happens to them, don't you? You know what I mean?
At the end of the day, Nico's playing the risk. If you're the one that's saying you're gonna get him try and get him out of there like that. Like Shadow could adjust to that really, man. And Shadow's not the type of guy you want. You want that game plan going bad against.
Exactly,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
The one thing is as well, I mean, Nico Carrillo, I think that Nico Carrillo expects himself to be on the front foot in this fight, yeah, for the majority of the fight. Shadow is not the type of guy that just lets you stay on the front foot the whole time. If you front foot against Shadow for the first round, he might let you do it for 2 rounds. He might circle around you, hitting leg kicks on you. But as soon as it hits round 3, yeah, like I think it's that's what I think is gonna happen. I think he's gonna hit round 3, and I think all the momentum is gonna shift over to Shadow. I think that Shadow's leg kicks are gonna have accumulated by then. I think that he's gonna have broken down Nico quite a bit, and Nico's gonna start feeling pain in his legs. I think Nico also underestimates the boxing skills that Shadow has. Like in Muay Thai gloves, Shadow is a ferocious boxer. Like he's a machine that you when he gets you in a corner and he turns the on switch, yeah. Holy shit, he actually breaks you down. He knocked down CS Ron, who's known for his toughness, yeah. He knocked him down here with a body shot, like a liver shot, yeah, just dropped him. And it was beautiful to see. I mean, when he gets his elbows going too, did you see what he did to what's that guy's name? 1 minute, let me find it real quick. Hassan Vadanirad, yeah. Did you see what he did there to him? He collapsed him like a
with the elbow.
He collapsed him. He just collapsed him.
Yeah,
and
man.
He has a no contest with Muhammad Yunus Rubber, but he was going to KO Muhammad Yunus Rubber too.
Yeah, against some of these high level guys, like even foreigners, Shadow's fought. So Nico, as a foreigner, it's not like Shadow's strange to this.
Like, you know what it is? Yeah? Liu Menyang is a lucky bastard, you know. Like this guy, yeah. Taiwan Chai's leg breaks against him, yeah. And what? Shadow Singha Mawynn, yeah. He fights Shadow Singha Mawynn, yeah. He wins somehow against Shadow because he knocks him down, but he's getting butchered for all 3 rounds, yeah. And he loses to Mohamed Siasrani, yeah, who loses to Shadow, yeah. And we took Siasrani over Liu there, yeah. And like what? Who's the first guy that Liu beat? Noiri. Oh, we had Noiri as well over Liu Menyang as well. That was annoying, but yeah, Liu Menyang is a guy that.
Just turned up, man. His career,
his career went from nothing to something really quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Like within 1 year, he's I think the biggest underdog of all of betting sports history.
Versus Taiwan Chai.
No, not him, because he secured 3 wins as a mad dog, like 3 times.
I mean, versus Shadow, he was a dog, right?
Yeah, Shadow, Taiwan Chai,
a bit less of a dog, but the Taiwan Chai and Noiri ones, he was a big dog. Big dog.
Yeah, big dog. Yeah, man. Anyways, what the hell was I saying? I got off track. But yeah, Nico Carrillo is dangerous too. Like he's beating a lot of good guys. I mean, shit, he's beaten some people that Shadow fought by KO, like we said. But I just believe that Shadow's tougher, more durable, more conditioned, and I believe that Nico Carrillo, like even when he fought Luke Lissay, yeah, he was getting outstruck a bit by Luke Lissay, yeah, but he was hitting the better shots because he was picking the shots much better while walking him down and chasing Luke Lissay the whole time. But like Luke Lissay hit Nico Carrillo with some good shots, and you can see
good kicks as well.
Yeah, he got Luke Lissay out of there in round 2, and well, Luke Lissay is a good fighter, but if you saw what he did to Nico Carrillo, yeah. Like Nico Carrillo was sitting on the floor, yeah, happy that he won that fight. You know what I mean? Like so happy that he won that fight. Like laying down, like fuck, I just went through a war. You know what I mean? That was 2 rounds, man. Now you're going 5 with Shadow, thinking you can get it done in 2. That's. I think that's not how this world goes. Like
in my opinion, Shadow would do the same to a guy like Luke Lissay, and he did it to round 2 in Luke Lissay. Like you say, I mean. Shadow round 2, I don't see it as the same level as Luke Lissay round 2. He would really impress me if he KO'd Shadow in round 2. As I said, we haven't seen Shadow KO'd in a long time, so we'll see. We'll really see. Yeah, that's just about it, innit?
Yeah, man. Like, I mean, I think Mamuka, like Prime Mamuka, or the Mamuka that fought Shadow is better than Nico Carrillo. You know what I mean? So Shadow technically could have beaten Mamuka in another war too if he didn't get knocked down twice. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna have to go Shadow here, man. It's a risky one, but we're going Shadow. All right, for bout 9 and the final bout of the night, we will have. We actually have no one here. We are going to let you guys choose your last. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not giving a prediction for this one because the last time I gave a prediction, yeah, Jackie Buntan was my prediction. I knew Stella could win, so I actually placed a hedge in a parlay, and my hedge parlay won for me. I knew Stella actually could win that fight. Yeah, I literally called it practically last time. Like I said, it's a 50-50 fight. Yeah. Truth is, Stella won the first fight because she knocked her down. She knocked Jackie down twice in the first round, but Jackie was actually looking like the better striker on the feet as the fight went on, and she is the one that broke Stella's nose in. And even though both girls had a bit of damage to their face, Stella's face was actually more bloody and more like busted up, as the fight went on. So I cannot tell you to I just can't tell you to bet on Stella, even though she's the one that got the knockdowns, because Jackie can adapt to getting knocked down the way she did. It was kind of stupid the way she got knocked down. She she dodged the head kick, then tried to counter with an uppercut twice, and got hit by the counter cross after the missed head kick from Stella. Do you get it? Like, it's like so it's a common Muay Thai move. You throw the head kick, then you throw the cross right after. Exactly,
before even landing.
Yeah, exactly. And that caught her twice and dropped her when she was already like on an off stance. Like she was leaning back after the kick, so it's very easy to drop someone to the floor.
Yeah, the first one rocked her. The second one was more.
The first one rocked her. The second one was her.
Being off balance.
And
so
it still dropped her though. But it is what it is.
Jackie Buntan does get caught off balance a couple of times in that fight. To be honest, that first fight was a Muay Thai bout. This one's going to be a kickboxing one, so we'll see what the differential is in this.
The last time they fought was the same time. Shadow for who the hell did Shadow fight? Shadow for Bampara Kayate and won for us on that card. That was at least all my bets ended on the Shadow, by the way, and every single one apart from like 2 and that was just one bet on Jackie and one bet on Stella, and I had the parlay still going. You know what I mean? But what was I saying? I don't. I said last time Jackie was a 50-50, so I placed a bigger bet on the Jackie parlay that I had and a smaller one on the Stella parlay that I had. But my Stella parlay ended up winning and covering well over that. You know what I mean? Well over the other parlay, so it doesn't even matter. I think it's a 50-50 fight. I think if you want to put if you want to do a little parlay like I did, just take a bunch of favorites and then just add them at the end. You can do that. If you don't mind losing one parlay. But yes, the truth is it's a kickboxing match now. And I don't know why Jackie chose to take this matchup as a kickboxing match. She should have just stuck to Muay Thai, because if she had a rematch in Muay Thai, I think she's actually more likely to win in that fight than she is to win in the kickboxing fight.
I agree. I think that first mistake,
that was a big mistake.
She made is just easily fixable. And Jackie, like you say, her striking, she just comes forward and throws strong, man. She throws strong.
She throws strong. So, she throws punches that are better in little forearms gloves.
And that's the reason why she broke Stella's
nose. She broke
and then
Stella's
a bit
nose.
of her face in later on. So Jackie could still land good punches with the boxing gloves. Don't get me wrong. She caught Stella on a couple angles with those punches, but Stella in the kickboxing where the gloves change and the legs don't, her legs were pretty good as well. So I don't know.
That's the thing. I think Stella's kicks might actually have been a little I think she has it's because she has the longer range. Her kicks might have been better. I think she threw more leg kicks too. Out of 2 goals.
Definitely. So that's why the kicking is what makes me slightly lean a little bit to Stella on my side.
I can hear that.
But only really because of the value as well. I think this, like you say, it's a 50-50. So if anything, it should be pick'em. With Jackie losing last time and now being a favourite.
It doesn't make sense with Jackie being the favourite this time. I mean, she did no. It's because she did better, isn't it?
Yeah, she started doing better. She damaged her in the later rounds 3, 4, and 5. But even so, I would say Stella's activity in a kickboxing. Like, I looked at that fight again and tried to see it in kickboxing eyes, because it was kind of far away and not too many elbows involved. So it was mainly just striking. And Stella is kind of more technical at distance and at the counter. Jackie, she likes to catch you with one, and once it's that combo, and she can catch you in like a 1, 2, 3, 4. But Stella, she can pick away from far. I don't know how the judges might score that. In a kickboxing, they kind of like the points, and she was. In my opinion, she could have been slightly taking the rounds if it was kickboxing.
I mean, and also the fact that it's a cage also. I mean, I do think that it helps Stella in this matchup because it gives her more room to work with. She's the taller, longer fighter. And
range she does better for sure.
In kickboxing, the kicks, they mean a lot too, you know what I mean? Cool, Muay Thai kicks mean a lot as well, obviously. The kicks won't change. The boxing power will change. The kicking power won't change. And if Stella just keeps landing her kicks as well, she could just keep a points lead this time. I know that Jackie's boxing is better than Stella's boxing, but Yeah, I just don't know. This is why I'm saying it's up to you fight. Like you guys choose whoever you want. I'm not doing this one again. I lost my pick last time. I'm not losing twice in a row with these two girls.
So yeah, either take Buntan as a slight favourite or Stella as a slight dog.
Yeah, literally.
5 rounds, we'll see what the judges say.
I mean,
if there's no knockdown, we'll see what the judges say.
I mean, if there's no knockdown, I don't even know who I favour. You know, literally that's the thing. I don't know.
Anyway. Yeah. That's what
I mean, if it was Muay Thai, if there was no knockdown, I'd favour Jackie. But because 100%. It's kickboxing, I don't know. Exactly. I really don't know.
I was thinking, yeah, maybe Jackie took this fight in kickboxing for a reason, not to get knocked down, blah blah blah. But now, when we rewatched that fight, it's seeming like maybe it could even favour Stella, and she already won in the Muay Thai somehow. So
it also kind of feels like trap odds.
Kickball. Yeah.
It feels like
it was already trap odds the first time.
Yeah, it was trap odds the first time. It feels like trap odds again. Like, why would you make Jackie the favourite again when she lost the first time?
We'll see how the line changes. Maybe might go ahead and sprinkle someone Stella as an underdog if she goes up in odds. But if money comes in on Stella, it might just be a trap the other way. So that one's mainly a stay away for me as well.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay away from this one, like I said. And if anyone wants to bet, well, you have the info that we gave you, and that is probably the best we can do. I'm not giving a prediction for this one.
I'm going Stella as a dog.
He's got Stella as a dog. I'm not choosing this one. So if you want to go Stella, you go Stella. All right? That actually makes sense because at the end of the day, yeah, I said it's 50-50, and the value side is Stella. So there you go. I mean, that's up to you though.